Okay, today we're having a look at this Android tablet PC. We're calling it the Yenta Tab, pretty much an entry-level tablet PC in our view. It runs Android 2.3 Gingerbread, so it does run a latest a build of Android, so that is good. Let's have a quick look on the outside. We've got a 7-inch screen here. We've got a button on the front, which is your back button in Android. On the other side, we've got all our ports. We've got 2 speakers there, so stereo speakers. We've got the power, a headphone port, and this is another port which I'll tell you about in a second. And we've got our memory card, micro SD memory card slot for extended expansion. This takes up to 8 gig in there, so you can expand the memory. On the top we've got a menu button and volume up and down, and on the other side we've got the on button. Now let's go back to this port here. What this does, with the addition of this, which you get also, a little expansion port just goes in there, and that allows you to connect directly to your modem. So you've got an Ethernet port there, so you can connect directly to the internet. Of course, this has got Wi-Fi, so you can connect that way as well. We've got some 2 USB extension ports, so you can put in USB drives in there and things. Okay, so let's just quickly show you what you get with the package. You get the power cable charger, but you'll need an adapter so you can charge it in the UK, which we also provide you. And of course, finally, you get your user manual. Okay, let's just quickly turn it on and have a little play with this device. Okay, so here's the Android lock screen. So all we do to unlock is just pull that across up here, and that's unlocked there. Now this is our desktop. Now on Android you get, on this device, you get 5 desktop screens which you can customize. So that's our first desktop there. If I drag it across, I've got another desktop which I've added what's called widgets to. I can turn off my Wi-Fi, I can do syncing, do the brightness. I've also got a little YouTube widget there as well. On the other side I've got it blank, I can add things to. Obviously I've got a few icons there. I've got a Google search, I've got my news widget there, and then I've got a clock and a few more icons. And let's go back to the other screen to quickly show you how you can add new icons or widgets. So all I do, I can add a new shortcut icon, I can make a new folder, I can add a widget. So if I go to widget, I want to add BBC News, so I just click that, and it's telling me what category I want, and there we are, I've added a BBC News widget. You can download new widgets as well from the Android market and add them as you please. So I wanted to click on this news item there, and then obviously I can read that news item. Okay, so this has also got a rotation sensor. So if I rotate it around, it knows which orientation it's in and adjusts it accordingly. It will do it all the way around as well. There we are. So that's pretty handy if you like to hold it in different ways. Particularly if you're reading a website, you may want to do it this way. If you're doing a book, you may want to read a book this way. Okay, now let's just go back onto the desktop again. Now you have got some hardware buttons. For instance, this is your back button. You've got your menu button here, obviously the on and off, and the lock button here. But you can also do most of this functionality from the front screen here. Now if I wanted to return back to the home, I can just press that and that returns me back to the home. Obviously I've got my volume up and down there. This is my menu button, so my secondary menu button there, and that's the back button as well. So very handy if you don't want to reach out for on the top and stuff for the buttons. You've got it in front of you really. This little icon is taken a screenshot, so whatever's on my desktop I can take a screenshot of that. Okay, so let me show you the other things that this tablet can do. This is going into our gallery, this is going to what's called our app tray, our programs, and that's the internet. Very quickly show you the internet. Takes me straight to Google, and I can go there and search for whatever I want with a full QWERTY keyboard. If I go back, of course I can directly input the web address up here as well. Okay, so what else do we have? We go back home, we go to our programs here. That will show you all the programs that I've got on here. I've added a few. It does come with a lot, but I've added a few as well. Now the way you can add it, you can do it very easily to add new programs and applications. Go to your computer, download them onto your computer, put them on your memory card and put them in here. Or you can use the Android market. Now this is a great application. I can search for new applications and games and download and install them. This version market only lets you do all the free applications and games, which is handy if you're going to give this to a child and you don't want them to spend your money. This is fine because all the applications are on here and the games on here are all the free stuff. So I can search by category and simply download one just like that. So if I go to Fruit Ninja here, I can just say OK there, and that will download. Okay. Alternatively, if is there a specific application I'm searching for or a widget, I can just search here. I searched for a clock before, so if I just do that clock, it will search for all the clocks on the market, and you can download and put a new clock on your tablet. Okay, so there's that aspect. Now this tablet uses a resistive screen, so it does need a bit of pressure, so you may need to use your fingernails just so it recognises the input. So if I go back here, this won't recognise. I need to put my finger onto it and scroll across. So it is it is responsive, providing you use your fingernail and put a bit of pressure to make it work. So it's doable. But at this sort of budget range tablet, that's what you kind of expect. It's perfectly usable. The screen is still bright, still vibrant, and it's a good quality screen. But there are drawbacks with a resistive screen, whereby you have to put a bit of pressure onto it. You have to use your fingernail. If you have a stylus, stylus might be easier. Now going back to the video quality, let's go back to show you a video. If I go into YouTube, and there we are. You can see the video quality of this screen is superb. It's very bright, it's very clear, and it looks simply fantastic for this sort of price. It looks fantastic. Yes, it has a resistive touchscreen, but you're mainly, I think, for this tablet, what you're going to be using it for is for browsing the internet, looking at videos, playing back music. And for that sort of purpose, this tablet is great. It's a superb entry-level tablet that you can use just yourself for going on the internet, listening to music. Let's listen to some music. In fact, I can show you that. Okay, let's just play a music track back. There we are. So we're playing back a track. Now, these speakers are quite small, as you can see. Unfortunately, that's another one, a little drawback. They're not the most loudest, but they're not bad for the size. But you've got a headphone socket, so I would recommend, if you're in a noisier environment and you want it louder, to use a pair of headphones. It's good in a family room. You've got the kids, they want to do their own movies or YouTube. It's probably best that they use headphones anyway. Okay, so yeah, that's the music. Now, the other thing that I would use this tablet PC for is for reading books. It's a fantastic device to read books on. So I've already downloaded a book here. So let's try, just click it to open it. If you've got books on a memory card, again, put them on your memory card and you can put them on here and read it back. So yeah, here's the ebook. It's Alice in Wonderland. It's completely free these days. Obviously, if there's a book that you want to buy, you can buy it online, or through here in fact, and read it back on here. Okay, so that's the other great thing about it. As you can see, the writing's nice and clear. The screen is very good quality for that purpose. The other great thing about this application as well, if I show you, I can turn it for nighttime vision, which is handy. If I quickly show you. There we are. What that does is reverse it to make the background black and the writing in white. Very handy if you're in bed and you don't want it to be too bright when you've got the lights off. So that's really great. Okay, so the other thing that you may want to use this tablet for is probably games. Now, games, it won't do the latest 3D games and stuff, but for puzzle games, it's not bad at all. I've got a few puzzle games already I've put on here. But the game everyone talks about and everybody wants to play is probably this game called Angry Birds. There we are. You can see that the animation and the graphics is surprisingly quite smooth. A much more expensive tablet would handle this game in the same way. So it's very impressive that this tablet can play Angry Birds, and the animation is so smooth. The graphics are nice and clear. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. If you buy this tablet, make sure you download this game. It is a lot of fun, not just for the kids, but I'm sure you'll have fun with it too. Okay, so there's Angry Birds, and that's the tablet. As a quick summary, this is an entry-level tablet. Let's not forget this. This is an entry-level tablet. Yes, the touchscreen you need is a resistive touchscreen, so you really need to sort of put a bit of pressure on it, use your fingernails. Yes, the speakers aren't the most loudest in the world, but perfectly acceptable in a quiet room, or with headphones. It's absolutely fine. The other thing that I must mention is the Wi-Fi. Now, the Wi-Fi range is not very good. The Wi-Fi range is acceptable, I'll say. If you're in the same room as your Wi-Fi router, it will work absolutely fine. But if you're going further away upstairs, it may not work. It all depends on your router, of course, but I found in tests that as a general rule, if I'm in the same room as a router that I'm working with, it works. Again, that's not so much of a drawback, because you know this tablet, if you're not going to use it, you're probably going to give it to your kids, because it's a great value, inexpensive tablet. So if they're browsing the internet, you want to make sure you know they're browsing safely, so you want to be with them. If they're in the same room as you, that's all well and good. So yes, other than that, this is an absolutely superb value tablet. I mean, at this price, you know, it's just a no-brainer, because it's such a good tablet for the money. You can take it on holiday with you to read books, browse the internet, give it to your kids, whatever you want to do. If you lose it, you break it, it's not the end of the world. It's a good tablet for the money. There are minor imperfections, like here. There's a minor little scratch, but you know, apart from that, the build quality is actually not bad. It's quite solidly well put together, and it works very nice. So if you're in the market for a tablet like this, I do recommend it. Just remember, it's an entry-level budget tablet, and you'll be happy. It is very good for the money. Thanks for watching the video.